Meet the axolotl, Mexico's most fascinating creature and nature's ultimate survivalist. You might have seen these adorable little guys on social media with their perpetual smile and those fancy feather-like gills that look like a fancy hair accessory. But here's what makes them truly special. They're basically the Peter Pan of the animal kingdom. These salamanders never really grow up. While other amphibians go through metamorphosis, axolotls are like, nah, I'm good, and stay in their juvenile form forever. And talk about having superpowers. These amazing creatures can regenerate almost anything. Lost a limb, no problem, it'll grow back. Damaged spine, they'll fix that right up. They can even regenerate parts of their brain. Yes, you heard that right, their brain. It's no wonder they're nicknamed the immortal salamander. Coming in beautiful shades of pink or striking black, with those adorable external gills waving like underwater palm trees, these little champions remind us that sometimes the most powerful things in nature come in the cutest packages. It's like having a real-life Pokemon, only better, because they're real and they're absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, they're critically endangered in the wild, found only in Mexico City's canals. But their remarkable healing abilities continue to fascinate scientists who hope to unlock their regenerative secrets for medical breakthroughs. Deep in the mysterious forests of Madagascar lives one of nature's most peculiar creatures, the eye. At first glance, you might think you're looking at something from a Halloween story with its glowing eyes and strange appearance. But trust me, this unusual primate is absolutely fascinating. The most striking feature of the eye is what locals call the finger of death, an extraordinarily long skeletal middle finger that looks like something straight out of a Tim Burton movie. But this weird finger isn't just for show, it's actually an incredible piece of evolutionary engineering. Picture this. In the dead of night, the eye taps on tree trunks with its spooky finger, listening carefully for hollow spots that might hide tasty grubs. When it finds one, it gnaws a hole in the bark and uses that same finger like a built-in fishing hook to scoop out its insect feast. It's like having a built-in Swiss Army knife. What's really interesting is how different cultures view this unique creature. While some Malagasy people consider the eye to be an evil omen that brings death, others view it as a sacred guardian of the forest. Just goes to show, beauty, or in this case creepiness, is truly in the eye of the beholder. Have you ever seen an animal that looks like it walked straight out of a Star Wars movie? Meet the Saiga antelope, one of nature's most peculiar and fascinating creatures that roams the steppes of Central Asia. With its bulbous, droopy nose and otherworldly appearance, the Saiga might look like something from science fiction. But this remarkable animal is very real, and it's been around since the Ice Age, sharing the plains with woolly mammoths and saber-toothed cats. That bizarre trunk-like nose isn't just for show. It's actually an incredible piece of natural engineering. During dusty summers, it acts like a built-in air filter, keeping sand and dirt out of their lungs. And in brutal winter temperatures, it warms freezing air before it reaches their lungs. Talk about a survival superpower. But here's the heartbreaking part. These extraordinary survivors are now fighting for their very existence. Ruthless poaching for their horns and devastating disease outbreaks have pushed them to the brink of extinction. A species that survived the Ice Age is now critically endangered, with only a fraction of their former numbers remaining in the wild. The Saiga reminds us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and that we need to protect these living links to Earth's ancient past before they disappear forever. Have you ever seen an animal that looks like it walked straight out of a Star Wars movie? Meet the Saiga antelope, one of nature's most peculiar and fascinating creatures that roams the steppes of Central Asia. With its bulbous, droopy nose and otherworldly appearance, the Saiga might look like something from science fiction. But this remarkable animal is very real, and it's been around since the Ice Age, sharing the plains with woolly mammoths and saber-toothed cats. That bizarre trunk-like nose isn't just for show. It's actually an incredible piece of natural engineering. During dusty summers, it acts like a built-in air filter, keeping sand and dirt out of their lungs. And in brutal winter temperatures, it warms freezing air before it reaches their lungs. Talk about a survival superpower. But here's the heartbreaking part. These extraordinary survivors are now fighting for their very existence. Ruthless poaching for their horns and devastating disease outbreaks have pushed them to the brink of extinction. A species that survived the Ice Age is now critically endangered, with only a fraction of their former numbers remaining in the wild. The Saiga reminds us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction, and that we need to protect these living links to Earth's ancient past before they disappear forever. Deep beneath the ocean's surface, in the mysterious twilight zone, lives one of the most enchanting creatures you've probably never heard of. the Dumbo octopus. And yes, just like the lovable Disney elephant that shares its name, this little wonder has adorable ear-like fins that flutter as it glides through the dark waters. Picture this, a tiny ghost-like figure barely bigger than your palm, floating gracefully through the abyss. Those distinctive flappy fins on either side of its head make it look like it's flying underwater, almost like a marine ballet dancer performing in slow motion. What makes this creature even more special is just how rarely humans get to see it. Living at depths of up to 13,000 feet, the Dumbo octopus inhabits a world few have ever visited. Its translucent body, combined with those mesmerizing fins, creates an almost ethereal appearance, like a tiny spirit of the deep. Unlike its larger octopus cousins, this little fellow has captured hearts worldwide, not for its intelligence or camouflage abilities, but simply for being impossibly cute. It's nature's reminder that even in the darkest depths of our oceans, there's still room for adorable surprises that can make us smile.
Enjoying the video, correct? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Please leave your feedback, hit like, share the content.
Have you ever dreamed of having X-ray vision? Well, Mother Nature beat us to it with one of the most fascinating creatures on Earth, the glass frog of Central and South America. And trust me, this little guy is about to blow your mind. Picture this, a tiny frog, no bigger than your thumbnail, that looks like it's made from the clearest crystal you've ever seen. But here's the truly incredible part. You can literally see right through it. I'm not talking about some magic trick. This is pure natural wonder. When you look at a glass frog, it's like having a window into life itself. Their translucent skin reveals everything. Their beating heart pumping away, their bones like delicate branches, and their internal organs going about their daily business. It's like watching a living anatomy lesson in real time. These remarkable amphibians make their home in the lush rainforests of Central and South America, particularly in Costa Rica, where they blend perfectly with the wet, green leaves. Despite being one of nature's most incredible designs, they're incredibly tiny and surprisingly good at staying hidden.
You know what's really mind-bending?
While we humans spend billions trying to develop transparent technology, these little frogs have been rocking the see-through look for millions of years. They're nature's original glass masterpiece, proving once again that sometimes the most amazing innovations aren't created in labs. They're born in the wild. Meet the pangolin, nature's living artichoke and one of the most unique creatures on our planet. Covered head to tail in overlapping scales made of keratin, the same material as your fingernails, these gentle animals are literally wearing armor 24/7. But here's what makes them truly special. When danger comes knocking, these shy creatures don't run or fight. Instead, they perform what might be the most sophisticated self-defense move in the animal kingdom. They roll themselves into a perfect ball, becoming virtually impenetrable to predators. Think of it as nature's version of a medieval knight curling up inside their armor. Despite their incredible defense mechanism and adorable appearance, pangolins are facing a crisis. These remarkable animals are now among the most trafficked mammals in the world. Their scales, ironically meant to protect them, have become their greatest vulnerability, being sought after for traditional medicines despite having no proven medical value. Imagine that. These amazing creatures have survived millions of years of evolution, perfecting their armor-plated design, only to face their greatest threat from humans. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary animals need our protection the most, because being incredible isn't always enough to ensure survival in our modern world. But this is no ordinary piece of kelp. It's one of nature's most incredible masters of disguise, the leafy sea dragon. These enchanting creatures are like the supermodels of the seahorse family, but with a totally unique twist. While their cousins might be cute, leafy sea dragons took it to a whole new level by evolving to look exactly like floating seaweed. The way they move is pure magic. They don't swim like normal fish. Instead, they gently glide through the water, swaying back and forth just like real seaweed would in the current. Their tiny, nearly invisible fins flutter at lightning speed, making them appear to float effortlessly through the ocean. What's really mind-blowing is how effective their camouflage is. Even when you know exactly what you're looking for, these mysterious creatures can be right in front of your eyes, and you might still miss them. They're living proof that sometimes the best defense isn't strength or speed, it's simply becoming one with your surroundings. So next time you see what looks like seaweed drifting in Australian waters, look twice. You might just be witnessing one of nature's most masterful disguise artists in action. Meet the blue dragon, one of the ocean's most enchanting yet dangerous creatures. This tiny sea slug might look like it just floated straight out of a Pokemon game, but don't let its adorable appearance fool you. Gliding upside down through tropical waters, this miniature dragon dazzles with its electric blue and silvery coloring. But here's where it gets interesting. This little daredevil has quite the appetite. While most creatures avoid dangerous Portuguese man-o'-war jellyfish, the blue dragon actively hunts them down. Not only does it eat these venomous jellyfish, but it also steals their weapons. That's right. This clever creature actually stores the stinging cells from its prey and concentrates them, making its own sting even more powerful than the jellyfish it feeds on. So here's your ocean life pro tip. If you ever spot one of these beautiful blue creatures washed up on the beach, resist the urge to pick it up. This tiny dragon packs a punch that can send you to the emergency room. Sometimes the most beautiful things in nature are best admired from a safe distance. Ever heard of a bird that looks like it just walked straight out of Jurassic Park? Let me introduce you to the shoebill stork, one of the most prehistoric-looking creatures still roaming our planet today. Native to the wetlands of Central Africa, this extraordinary bird is like something from a fantasy movie come to life. What makes the shoebill truly unforgettable is its massive shoe-shaped bill, and yes, that's exactly how it got its name. But it's not just the size that's impressive. This bird has one of the most intense stares in the animal kingdom. It rarely blinks, fixing you with a gaze that'll make you wonder if you've time-traveled back to the age of dinosaurs. And just when you think it couldn't get any more fascinating, wait until you hear its call. The shoebill doesn't chirp or sing like other birds, oh no. It makes this incredible machine gun-like sound by rapidly clapping its beak together. Imagine walking through an African swamp and suddenly hearing what sounds like prehistoric gunfire. Standing at around 4 feet tall, with its dinosaur-like appearance and those piercing eyes, the shoebill stork reminds us that some of nature's most incredible designs have stood the test of time. It's living proof that sometimes reality is more amazing than fiction.